Night Football. And to call the action, here are...
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant, pilot, 64, win. Check.
On first down, Kessler got his man. It's Eifert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into a great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Kessler wants to throw. He completes it to Boyd. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Kessler. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out there in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 24. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. From the 30 on second down, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked out in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Kessler. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The end result, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They'll run with Samuels. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ready, break. Christian, travel.
Now Kessler. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went. Adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. force the incompletion, force him into throwing for 3, and not give it up 6.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Here we go. Here we go.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Kessler. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Switzer on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading back out there, Jalen Samuels. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Samuels. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 25 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The first quarter of the NFL season in the books after tonight, but Week 5 right around the corner. And it all starts Thursday night with a good one from Seattle. The Rams and the Seahawks in the NFC West kick off 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 out on the West Coast from CenturyLink Field. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jerry Hughes on the stop. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Roethlisberger, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run with Samuels. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Kessler to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Kessler. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. This safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4 minutes.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Kessler. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Kessler now to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Here's Samuels again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Samuels. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there. 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now here's Snell. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Kessler to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right?
Ladies and gentlemen,